Hey everyone, and welcome to Carrie's Garage. And on this episode, we're gonna go pick up a car. It's not my car, I didn't buy it, but it is gonna come to my house for a little bit. We'll talk about that here in a minute. So in general, as a rule of thumb, I don't work on other people's cars. I'm not in the business anymore. I only tinker with my own projects and all my old junk just for myself and my own personal entertainment. But there is a fairly rare exception, and that's I have a couple of very close friends that every once in a while, if they need help or something like that, I will work on other people's cars. Don't get any ideas though, I'm not going to do it all the time. So today we're driving literally right around the corner from my house, actually where the Rambler and the Sunbug came from. And we're picking up an old 280ZX on the trailer that I'm gonna throw a starter in and clean it up a little bit and see if I can't get it running. It's been sitting for a few years. We'll talk a little bit more in detail about it, but it is a very good friend of mine that owns the car, and I'm gonna do them a favor and help them at least get it running and back on the road as much as I can right now. So almost there, and we'll check out the car. All right, well, we're down here. I need to back up the trailer, but let's take a look at the car. So here it is, the 1980 Datsun 280ZX. It is a tin top, so it does not have the T-tops, which I think is pretty cool because T-tops are all well and good, but they leak and they're a pain. So this car, actually, I have a lot of history with, like the Rambler and the Sunbug. I can get into that later, but it's been sitting for a while, I think since 2015, 2016. Had an electrical problem, starter actually stuck on while it was running and it roasted the starter, and it just kind of things happened and it got parked. So we're gonna go ahead and load it up and bring it over to my place. I'm gonna pull the starter out, replace that, pull the spark plugs out, fog the engine. Since it hasn't run in a while, I like to get a little bit of lubrication in the upper cylinders, crank it over by hand. I'm probably going to pull the valve cover as well, just to make sure there's no sticking valves. Just go through my little procedure of reviving old cars. So this will be Z Project Revival. Well, we got the Z down to my place on the trailer. Just decided to leave it on there for now. I got to order a couple of parts immediately. And then on the next episode, when we start working on it, I'm going to go ahead and start lubricating the engine. So here, let's go ahead and take a look. It's a bit dirty and it has been sitting for a while. So we got the great Nissan overhead cam inline 6. I love these engines, they're absolutely great. So what I'm going to do is pull out all the spark plugs, fog the cylinders with some oil, a little bit of two-stroke and Marvel's Mystery Oil, and let it sit for a little bit. Just want to make sure everything is really nicely lubricated before I even start trying to turn over the engine. I'm going to pull the valve cover off, make sure that the valves are lubricated, nothing's sticking, because it's been sitting for enough time to where the gas is definitely varnished up a bit. It does smell a little bit funky, and I just want to make sure that nothing gets damaged. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I have a replacement fuel pump. We're going to get a new starter for it and see if we can bring the old girl back to life, which I know we will be able to. It's just going to take a little bit of time, but it'll be pretty awesome. Well, that'll go ahead and wrap it up on this video on getting the Z car to my house. The next video, I'm going to start working on it and, just start trying to bring her back to life. So it'll be the Z Revival Project. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and catch you guys on the next one.